Scorpio full moon on April 23rd, 2024 ignites the day with power, mystery, and sultry vibes. Now, this may be the lunation that wraps up eclipse season, but leave it to Scorpio to require a final exam. And boy, let me just say, I feel like the universe is calling me out in front of the entire class. Scorpio, the mysterious sign of transformation, plunges us into the depths of our psyche, urging us to confront our shadows and embrace metamorphosis. In this video, we'll follow Scorpio's suit and delve into the depths to uncover everything you'll want to know about this enigmatic lunation. Even if it's not actually what you want to know, Scorpio understands. Knowledge is power, after all. So stick around as we uncover the secrets behind Scorpio energy, the relationship between Pluto and Mars, Scorpio's co-rulership, as well as the significance of Pluto squaring the luminaries. And lastly, I'll share some full moon rituals specific for these Scorpionic energies so that you can make the most of this intense celestial event. This full moon is at 4 degrees Scorpio, the degree number that rules foundational energy and is associated to the moon itself. And with the moon in the sign Scorpio, our emotions will be extreme and our intuition will be illuminated, provoking us to get to the core of the matter. As a sign of extremes, Scorpio energy pulls you into your darkest shadows and reveals your most enlightened self. It's going to be intense, so don't say I didn't warn you. Now, get ready to unveil some mysteries and embrace transformation. If you're new here, welcome to Stella Sage, the channel all about holistic healing and personal development inspired by the cosmos. I'm Bree, a Reiki master and yoga instructor and the founder of the occult beauty boutique, Stella Sage, where you can get your very own theme-appropriate cropped crew just like this. Can you guess what I named it? It's called Transformative Thoughts. Get it? She's like thinking and all the butterflies. By the end of this video, you'll know just what I mean. My favorite thing about it is this little butterfly embroidery on the sleeve. It's just like the cutest little detail. So if you like it, go check out my shop and see if there's anything else you like. But before we dive in, please be so kind to hit that thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel. Then introduce yourself in the comments because I would love to meet you. Understanding Scorpio in astrology can provide valuable insights into our own depths, desires, and transformative potential. Whether you're a Scorpio yourself or have Scorpio placements in your birth chart, embracing the energy of the sign can lead to profound personal growth and empowerment. Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac, ruled by the passionate and transformative planet Pluto, and traditionally co-ruled by Mars. It spans from October 23rd to November 21st, making it a sign associated with the transition from autumn to winter in the northern hemisphere, symbolizing the shedding of old layers and the onset of deep introspection. Speaking of which, although Scorpio is notoriously known by the symbol of the scorpion, did you know that this sign is actually associated with 4 different animal totems? Well, when you consider the depths of this sign, it's really no surprise that it's going to require a lot of meaning to capture its essence. Yeah, so let's break it down. The 4 phases of Scorpio symbolize the evolutionary journey of this intense and transformative zodiac sign, with each phase representing a different aspect of Scorpio's energy and spiritual growth. In the initial phase, Scorpio is represented by the scorpion, a creature known for its defensive and sometimes aggressive nature. At this stage, Scorpio energy may manifest as primal instincts, deep-seated fears, and a tendency towards self-protection. The scorpion phase is associated with survival instincts, emotional intensity, and a strong sense of loyalty to those deemed worthy of trust. As Scorpio evolves, it transitions into the serpent phase, symbolized by the shedding of old skin and the emergence of new growth. The serpent requires transformation, regeneration, and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. In this phase, Scorpio energy is characterized by a deeper understanding of one's own power and the potential for profound inner change. The serpent phase encourages shedding outdated beliefs and embracing the process of renewal and rebirth. Next is the eagle phase, where Scorpio ascends to new heights of awareness and insight. The eagle symbolizes a shift in perspective, as Scorpio gains a bird's eye view of life's complexities and challenges. This phase is marked by increased intuition, clarity of vision, and a sense of spiritual ascension. The eagle phase encourages Scorpio to rise above earthly limitations and embrace a broader perspective on life and consciousness. The final phase of Scorpio's evolution is represented by the phoenix, hence standing over here today, the mythical bird that rises from the ashes of its own destruction. The phoenix symbolizes rebirth, renewal, and the triumph of the spirit over adversity. In this phase, Scorpio undergoes a process of death and rebirth, shedding old identities and emerging stronger and more resilient than ever before. The Phoenix phase invites Scorpio to embrace transformation as a natural part of life's cycle. and to harness the power of regeneration to create a brighter future. Now let's uncover some key personality traits associated with Scorpio. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, and like the depths of the ocean, Scorpios are shrouded in mystery. They are drawn to the hidden, the occult, and the taboo. This sign is associated with uncovering secrets and delving into the subconscious mind. Scorpios are known for their fierce and passionate nature. They dive deep into everything they do and feel, often experiencing emotions with great depth and intensity. Scorpios are notoriously private individuals who guard their innermost thoughts and feelings closely. They value trust and loyalty above all else and may be slow to open up to others. Scorpios possess a natural magnetism and personal power that can be both captivating and intimidating. They are not afraid to confront power dynamics and are drawn to positions of influence and control. Scorpio is often associated with sexuality and intimacy. Scorpios have a deep, primal energy that can manifest in their relationships as intense, passionate desire. Scorpios are resourceful and resilient individuals who excel at navigating through life's challenges. They possess a keen intuition and are skilled at strategizing and problem solving. Now let's look at how these themes tie into the domicile of the sign. The 8th house in astrology is often referred to as one of the most mysterious and complex houses in the birth chart, and some may even fear it altogether. So let's just shed some light on this house so that we aren't so afraid of the dark, shall we? The 8th house is deeply connected to the concept of transformation and rebirth. It represents the death and regeneration of the self, both metaphorically and literally. Planets placed in the 8th house can indicate areas of life where significant changes and transformations are likely to occur. This house governs deep emotional bonds, intimacy, and shared resources in relationships. It includes matters such as joint finances, inheritances, loans, and debts. Planets in the 8th house can influence how we approach financial transparency, and the depth of our connections with others. The 8th house is also linked to the depths of our psyche and the subconscious mind. It represents our subconscious desires, fears, and psychological complexes. Planets in the 8th house can indicate areas where we may experience emotional intimacy or undergo psychological healing and transformation. As the house of the occult, the 8th house deals with hidden knowledge, spirituality, and mysticism. It governs our interest in astrology, tarot, metaphysics, and other esoteric subjects. Planets in the 8th house can indicate a natural inclination towards exploring the mysteries of life and the unseen realms. This house is also linked to psychic abilities, intuition, and the ability to perceive beyond the material world. Planets in the 8th house can indicate a heightened sensitivity to subtle energies and psychic phenomena. The 8th house is associated with deep emotional and sexual intimacy. It represents our primal desires, passions, and sexual energy. Planets in the 8th house can influence our attitudes towards sex, intimacy, and our ability to merge with others on a profound level. The 8th house is traditionally associated with death, endings, and the afterlife. It represents the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Planets in the 8th house can influence our attitudes towards mortality, transformation, and the unknown. We can see these themes deeply connected to Pluto, the modern ruler of the 8th house, and the sign Scorpio. In astrology, Pluto is a powerful and transformative planet that governs themes of regeneration, rebirth, and deep psychological transformation. Pluto is the more sophisticated version of Mars, Scorpio's ruler in traditional astrology. It's no surprise the sign is feared, considering its co-rulers are known as the god of war and the god of the underworld. Yeah. Where Mars is impulsive, Pluto is strategic. Where Mars is war, Pluto is destruction. Where Mars is combative, Pluto is transformational. Where Mars is assertive, Pluto is controlling. Where Mars is angry, Pluto is vengeful. Where Mars is action, Pluto is manipulative. Where Mars is passion, Pluto is obsession. Where Mars is stamina, Pluto is power. Overall, Pluto's influence in astrology is profound and far-reaching. Its presence in the birth chart or through transits can indicate areas of intense growth and evolution, as well as the potential for profound personal and spiritual transformation. But let's dive deeper into Pluto, seeing how he will be squaring the luminaries during this full moon. Despite his association with death and the underworld, Pluto is also considered the god of wealth and riches. This connection is stemmed from the belief that the Earth's underground contains a vast reservoir of precious metals and gemstones, which fall under Pluto's domain. Pluto symbolizes power in all forms, including personal power, empowerment, and the ability to influence and transform one's life. However, Pluto's power is often hidden or unconscious, operating beneath the surface of conscious awareness. Individuals with strong Pluto placements may possess an innate ability to tap into hidden resources and navigate through life's challenges with resilience and determination. Pluto's influence is associated with profound change and metamorphosis. It governs the process of death and rebirth, both on a physical and symbolic level. Pluto's transits and placement in the birth chart often coincide with periods of intense personal growth, as old structures and patterns are dismantled to make way for new beginnings. Pluto rules the subconscious mind and the depths of our psyche. It governs the shadow self, representing the parts of ourselves that we may repress or deny. Pluto's influence encourages us to confront and integrate our deepest fears, desires, and motivations, leading to greater self-awareness and psychological insight. Pluto is often associated with crisis points and cathartic experiences that force us to confront our deepest fears and insecurities. These experiences can be painful and challenging, but they ultimately serve as catalysts for growth and transformation. Pluto's transits can coincide with moments of crisis, upheaval, and profound inner turmoil that ultimately lead to positive changes and breakthroughs. And I might just be a master at Pluto transits by now. Pluto has now transited over every placement of my chart except for my moon and my lunar nodes by a conjunction or opposition. And it's currently conjunct my chart ruler, Venus. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been rough, but I've definitely been transformed, that's for sure. So like the mythical phoenix rising from the ashes, Pluto represents the process of rebirth and renewal. It symbolizes the potential for regeneration and transformation, even in the face of adversity. Pluto's influence encourages us to embrace change and embrace the opportunity for growth, as well as the renewal that it comes with. Now that we understand the penetrating force of Pluto, we can see why Scorpio is known to live in the extremes. But this powerful energy has a beautiful purpose and deserves way more credit for its creative potential than it gets. Pluto makes Scorpio the alchemist, and this power can be used for just as much creativity as its notorious destruction. The saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. With that said, this Scorpio full moon is heightened by a powerful square aspect between Pluto and the Sun and the Moon, making this lunation a potent catalyst for profound change and inner exploration. The square aspect creates a dynamic and intense astrological configuration that amplifies the transformative potential of this lunar phase. So let's talk it out. The full moon already signifies a peak in emotional energy, as the moon opposes the sun, highlighting the tension between the conscious sun's and the subconscious moon's desires and needs. When squared by Pluto, the intensity of emotions is further heightened. Plus, Pluto is the planetary ruler of this full moon. So individuals may experience deep emotional upheavals, power struggles, and a strong urge for inner transformation. Pluto's involvement in the square intensifies the confrontation with the shadow self during the full moon phase. This can bring to light deep-seated fears, traumas, and unresolved issues that need to be addressed for personal growth and healing. There may be a sense of psychological intensity and a need to delve into the darker aspects of the psyche. Pluto's influence often brings power struggles and issues of control to the forefront. With the full moon squaring Pluto, individuals may find themselves engaged in power struggles in their personal relationships or facing challenges related to authority figures or institutions. It's important to be mindful of power dynamics and to seek empowerment through healthy boundaries and self-awareness. With the square aspect, there may be a need to release and surrender to the transformative energies at play. Resistance to change can lead to increased tension and conflict, while embracing the process of transformation can lead to profound personal breakthroughs and empowerment. Overall, the full moon square Pluto is a potent astrological alignment that invites us to confront our deepest fears, embrace change, and undergo profound inner transformation. It's a time of intensity, but also the opportunity for growth and renewal. Lastly, let's now dive into 8 different theme-appropriate full moon rituals that you can incorporate into your mindfulness practice to work with the soulful energy of Scorpio. 1. Divination and insight. If you're one to already partake in moon rituals, then this first one up is likely a given. But since Scorpio is a deeply intuitive sign, this is an excellent time for divination and introspection. So grab your tarot cards, your oracle deck, or other divination tools to gain insight into your current situation and the deeper aspects of your psyche. Pay attention to any intuitive messages or symbols that arise during your divination practice. 2. Shadow work. Scorpio is also linked to the shadow self and the subconscious mind. Use this full moon as an opportunity to delve into your shadow aspects, the parts of yourself that you may have been avoiding or suppressing. Meditate on your fears, insecurities, and unresolved emotions, and explore ways to integrate and heal them. 3. A ritual bath. This one would be great to piggyback off of the last one. You can do your shadow work contemplation while relaxing in a ritual bath, infused with cleansing and purifying herbs such as rosemary, sage, or lavender. Even just simply Epsom salt will do the trick. As you soak in the water, visualize any emotional or energetic blockages being released and washed away by the healing bath water. 4. Financial liberation. Since Scorpio rules wealth and joint finances, this could be a great opportunity to take charge of your financial freedom by creating a plan to pay off debts and explore smarter investment opportunities. Cut ties with financial burdens and welcome prosperity. 5. Sacral chakra activation. Awaken your second chakra, the energy center associated with Scorpio energy and the planet Pluto. It's located just below the navel, and simply put, the sacral chakra is associated with money and sex. Through movements such as dance or sex for that matter, and with proper intention, you can shake off any blockages and revitalize your energy center to enhance your vitality, spark your creative flow, and attract abundance. Speaking of sex, number 6, sexual healing and empowerment. You can also use this full moon to develop intimacy and explore your sexual energy and desires, either through solo practices or with a partner. Focus on connecting with your body and embracing your sensual nature as a form of healing and empowerment. Scorpio's sexual energy can also be harnessed for manifestation or a releasing ritual. I've actually already made a video on how to do this when we had the Mars and Venus conjunction, and I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Now, I didn't talk about using it for letting go of what's no longer serving you, but it's the same technique, just a different intention. I would more so recommend working on letting go than trying to manifest and plant seeds at this time. Seeing how we're talking about a ritual for a full moon instead of a new moon. Number 7, journey of reincarnation. Explore the realms of past life regression and karmic understanding. Delve into the mysteries of your soul and uncover insights into your past life experiences and future destiny. Spend time researching the placements of your lunar nodes. The South Node is linked to your past life and the natural energy that you brought into this lifetime. And the North Node indicates what your soul desires to experience in this life. This is also a great lunation to seek guidance and support from your spiritual ancestors and guides. Use this full moon where the veil is thin to tap into your ancestral wisdom and blessings that could help you navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. And with this last one, I'll go into a bit more detail. So number 8, release and reprogram. Reflect on what you're ready to release from your life, whether it's negative thought patterns, old habits, or emotional baggage. Then write these down on a piece of paper. Then holding this paper, take deep breaths, and on the exhalation, begin ripping them into strips. Imagine that every time you rip, you are actively releasing and letting go of all that is no longer serving you. And as you do this, recite the following. Under the light of the Scorpio full moon, I ask that all that no longer serves me, all that holds me back and keeps me playing small, all that inhibits me from being my truest self and living my most authentic life, is gently and effortlessly released from my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With infinite love and gratitude. So mote it be. Then consider what you had on that list that has the strongest hold in your psyche. This full moon will help to illuminate parts of your subconscious that is otherwise harder to access or courageously acknowledge. Once you have the answer to that, then you can look up subliminal meditations that target that aspect of conditioning that you can then listen to while you sleep to rewrite the patterns of belief held deep in your subconscious. Subconscious reprogramming takes repetition to reach its full potential. But with time, you will wake up and rise just like the majestic phoenix yourself. Each of these rituals harnesses the transformative energy of the Scorpio full moon, guiding you on a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and renewal. Remember to approach these rituals with reverence, mindfulness, and intention, and to trust in the wisdom of the Scorpio full moon to guide you on your journey of self-discovery and transformation. So embrace the magic of the night and let the Scorpio full moon illuminate your path forward. If you found this video insightful, please like and share your thoughts in the comments. That really helps to trigger the algorithm to notice this is something of value. Also consider subscribing to my channel. If you made it to the end, then I know you'll definitely enjoy more of my content. So thank you, and until next time, shine bright, star siblings.